Key point 1. Unlock your emotional vaults. Have you ever walked into a room and felt tangible tension in the air, even before you could see the source? It's like entering a space where the air feels charged, waiting to embrace or push you away. Now imagine this. A visibly agitated person enters a waiting room. Their body language screams of distress. Within minutes, the entire space syncs with this agitation, proving the contagious nature of our emotions. Emotions are the unsung heroes of our experiences. They deliver richness and depth to our life stories, turning simple events into memorable ones. But sometimes, emotions don't just come and go. They decide to stay tucked away, only to affect us in unexpected ways later on. Let's talk about Julia. To an outsider, her test anxiety might seem ordinary among students. But a deeper dive into her emotional vault reveals an old wound. The hurt from her parents' divorce made her question her worth, shaking her confidence and manifesting as anxiety when faced with a test at school. No amount of study hours will help Julia overcome her anxiousness. True healing can come only from recognizing and releasing a dormant emotion. Another example is Mark, a singer who faced an inexplicable challenge with his voice. He could not sing. It was as though a hidden force restricted him. It turns out it wasn't a medical issue. Instead, an emotional echo from a past heartbreak silenced him. By addressing these feelings, he rediscovered his voice's true essence. Every trapped emotion is a story waiting to be told. What can we take from this? Behind various challenges, physical or emotional, there might be a silent puppeteer, a trapped emotion. By acknowledging and addressing them, we don't just solve the issue at hand. We release ourselves from chains we didn't even know we were bound by. So let's venture into the labyrinth of our emotions, not as prisoners, but as liberators. Are you ready to unlock your emotional vault? Key point 2. Unearthing hidden emotions. In our everyday lives, emotions serve as both our compass and roadblocks. They color our experiences, painting vivid memories, joys, and sorrows. Yet, an intriguing aspect of emotions often goes unnoticed, the possibility of them becoming imprisoned within us. Imagine a reservoir. Over time, it collects water, but what happens when it overflows? In the same way, our emotional reservoir can overflow with suppressed feelings, perhaps due to relationship issues, self-doubt, financial woes, enduring stress, or grief. Instead of being expressed and processed, the emotions find a corner in our being, settling there and influencing our actions, decisions, and health in ways we might not even be aware of. Jean's story is a great example, a woman who seemed like any of us, but was grappling with an undercurrent of distress. A closer look into her emotional world revealed many trapped emotions, each anchored to sorrowful episodes, particularly those involving women she was close to. Each of these trapped emotions were an active force affecting her well-being. When John embarked on the journey to identify and release these trapped emotions, it wasn't just about reliving the past, but about freeing herself for a brighter present and future. Our unaddressed emotions shape tomorrow's reality. They can either aid or trip us on the way to success. Emotions are meant to be felt, processed, and understood, not buried. When trapped, they might not shout but whisper continuously, influencing our health, relationships, and perception of life. Recognizing them is the first step, but true liberation lies in addressing them. It isn't about diving deep into therapy or undergoing rigorous emotional training. It's about being aware, being in tune with yourself, and understanding that your feelings, even the ones you've forgotten or chosen to forget, play an essential role in who you are today. By embracing and addressing them, you embark on a path that promises healing and an enriched understanding of yourself. It is through thought, belief, and intention that all things happen. Dr. Bradley Nelson. Emotions are like our dance partners. They teach us, guide us, and sometimes trip us. Yet, the goal isn't to change the dance or avoid the missteps, but to understand our partner better, ensuring that every step we take is in harmony, leading to a life of balance and fulfillment. So, are you ready to understand your dance partner better? Key point 3. Conversing with the subconscious. Deep within the human mind lies an expanse of knowledge and memories called the subconscious. It isn't a realm of strange dreams or elusive thoughts, but a source of insights and answers, just waiting to be accessed. Imagine having a massive computer with data about your life, experiences, emotions, and beliefs. But instead of a typical keyboard, you have a unique interface, your own body. So, how do you converse with your subconscious? The answer lies in a technique discovered in the 1940s, muscle testing. However, its uses go far beyond simply assessing muscle strength. Consider the sway test, for example. If you pose a question to your subconscious in the silence of your room, your body might subtly lean forward, signaling affirmation, or tilt backward, indicating negation. It's like your body's innate way of saying yes or no. It's pure, unfiltered communication from the depths of your psyche. Or take the leg length test. While this might sound like something from a medical textbook, it's astonishingly simple. When lying flat, our legs might appear slightly uneven. But introduce a yes or no query to the subconscious, and depending on the answer, a gentle press on the feet could result in a noticeable shift in perception of leg length. Another clear sign from the inner depths of our minds. When making difficult decisions, always pay attention to your subconscious. What's groundbreaking about these techniques is their simplicity and their profound impact. They don't just offer an avenue to ask questions, they present opportunities to unearth concealed emotions, beliefs, and insights. When these are brought to the surface, recognized and addressed, the path to personal growth becomes clearer. Healing and transformation are no longer just concepts, but attainable realities. So, if the subconscious is a vast ocean of knowledge, muscle testing serves as the sonar, pinging the depths and translating the echoes into clear messages. By engaging in this dialogue with the inner self, we uncover answers and embark on a journey toward harmony and fulfillment. In the vast expanse of human existence, understanding yourself is paramount. The tools to do so aren't far-fetched either. They're right here, within us. So, why not take the leap, pose a question, and await the wisdom that your inner self might share? The revelations could be illuminating. Key point 4. Unleash your emotional potential. We often face challenges that leave behind unseen emotional residues. Think of these as knots, constricting our well-being and influencing our interactions. These knots, or trapped emotions, can be the unseen culprits behind physical pain, relationship hurdles, or even career stagnation. But there's a beacon of hope. These emotional knots can be untangled. Nelson delves into this concept with Jim's story, a man whose knee pain seemed impossible to overcome. But this pain wasn't just about worn-out ligaments or aging. It was an echo of trapped emotions. By addressing these, Jim's knees weren't the only things that found relief. His entire life did. Emotions may be invisible, but their impact is always tangible. Another compelling narrative is Jennifer's. On the outside, she struggled to express herself, especially around someone she grew fond of. A closer look revealed an emotional knot named creative insecurity. It wasn't just shyness, it was an emotional weight, pulling her down, affecting her ability to foster relationships and stalling her professional and personal ventures. When Jennifer addressed this, not only did her relationship flourish, but she also started to approach life with renewed vigor and confidence. Marie's journey further amplifies this. Heavy with grief after losing her son, a period of introspection caused a shift and the release of trapped emotions linked to his passing. Marie began to find moments of joy, balance, and healing. You might wonder, how can these knots be untied? Well, it's simpler than you might think. Nelson is confident that it's possible to do so using the power of your intention alone. However, there's a way to literally magnify your intention's force. A magnet used intentionally and traced from between the eyebrows, over the head, and down the neck taps into our body's vital energy pathway, known as the governing meridian. This act, as ordinary as it might sound, has profound implications for releasing trapped emotions. While emotions are a fundamental part of us, they needn't be our shackles. Recognizing and releasing them can be transformative, allowing us to forge deeper connections and embrace brighter horizons. So, if there's ever a moment where an unseen barrier feels insurmountable, consider delving within to untangle the emotional knots holding you back. The universe supports your beliefs about yourself too. Dr. Bradley Nelson. Key point 5. The unseen legacy you carry. We've already established that profound and far-reaching emotions shape the contours of our lives. However, not all of these emotions originate from our personal experiences. Surprisingly, some are inherited, quietly transmitted across generations. Inherited emotions are the echoes of the past, passed down through time. They intertwine with our present, shaping our behaviors, thoughts, and physical well-being. Just as we inherit our eye color and hair texture, we also inherit emotional imprints from our ancestors. These emotional legacies, buried deep within us, can be a source of strength and pain. Let's look at a captivating story of a man plagued by severe hay fever, a condition his father had also wrestled with. Digging deeper into its origins revealed that genetics and environmental factors weren't the sole culprits. Instead, a handful of inherited trapped emotions were to blame. Once the man identified and released these concealed feelings, he saw a remarkable decline in his symptoms. Healing the past lays the groundwork for a better future. This thread of inheritance weaves through more than just physical ailments. Women carried the weight of inherited shame for generations. It is an emotion born from a history of silenced voices and curtailed aspirations. But a transformative tide is rising. By facing this legacy head-on, women can reclaim their power, rewriting narratives and ridding themselves of the past's burdens. Where do these inherited emotions originate? The answer lies at the very inception of life, conception. When the miracle of life commences with the union of a sperm and an egg, they sometimes carry the energy of past emotional events. These aren't stories passed down orally or chronicled in journals. These are emotions biologically linked, tracing back solely to the birth parents. So, the significance of addressing inherited emotions extends beyond personal liberation. It is a ripple effect that transcends boundaries. Each release of an inherited emotion echoes through time, impacting not just one life, but many. By breaking the chains that have bound generations, we usher in a new era of healing. By embracing the truths hidden within inherited emotions, we can break cycles of pain, heal wounds that span lifetimes, and craft a brighter future for ourselves and future generations. Key point 6. The silent emotions. Emotions weave a universal thread that connects all living beings. Just as humans experience the ebb and flow of feelings, animals, too, possess a rich emotional world that shapes their existence. The silent expressions of joy, sorrow, fear, and love are not exclusive to us. They are shared by creatures great and small. Take the heartwarming tale of Ranger, a seemingly healthy horse burdened by an unusual problem. Conventional veterinary methods didn't decipher Ranger's problems. Even as multiple experts declared him physically fit, Ranger's frequent urination persisted, casting a shadow over his well-being. This enigma was a testament to the deep bond between emotions and physical health. Animals can carry the weight of past emotional distress, creating barriers to their health and well-being. Ranger's tale illuminates how addressing these trapped emotions can ease life, showcasing the profound and transformative impact emotions wield. This story is not an isolated incident. It's a reflection of a universal reality. Whether stalking the wild or curling up at our feet, animals harbor emotions that deserve attention. As we delve into their world, we find ourselves armed with a profound understanding, the tools to heal and uplift. It's a shared language that bridges the gap between us. Shared emotions are the best way to connect with others and build strong relationships. We extend the same compassion to our animal companions as we address our emotional baggage. Techniques that mend our hearts resonate deeply with theirs, highlighting the intertwined nature of existence. When we embrace the responsibility to nurture the emotional well-being of animals, we do more than ensure their happiness. We honor their capacity to feel, learn from their expressions, and foster a bond based on empathy and shared experiences. The depth of our connection becomes a source of hope, illuminating the path to abundant health, love, and happiness for all. So, the next time you gaze into the eyes of an animal, remember that you're witnessing a world of emotions waiting to be unveiled and understood. Together, we forge a path that leads to brighter lives for our cherished companions and a more prosperous, compassionate world for all living beings. Conclusion: navigating life is both an art and a science. The pathways are strewn with emotions, and while it's typical for us to feel everything from joy to sorrow, what makes a significant difference is how we manage these feelings. Think of trapped negative emotions as weights in a backpack. The more we carry, the more challenging our journey becomes. But what if you could lighten that load? What if you could unpack those emotions, one by one, and leave them behind? It's crucial to grasp that our emotional responses, though they seem automatic, are often choices, even if subconscious. By acknowledging these trapped feelings, we grant ourselves the freedom to feel more deeply and authentically and gift that freedom to others. While we can't choose the challenges life throws at us, we can decide how to respond. Recognizing, addressing, and letting go of our trapped emotions make us consciously travel lighter and happier. When we heal, we inadvertently become a beacon of hope and change in this vast, interconnected web of human experiences. So, step forward confidently, armed with the tools to sculpt a vibrant, dynamic landscape, ensuring every step is one toward a more enlightened and joyous you. Try this. Begin each day with a check-in. How am I feeling today? Acknowledge and name your emotions. Practice deep breathing exercises when confronted with strong emotions. Journal your feelings, especially those you find difficult to express. Seek constructive feedback from trusted friends or family about your emotional responses. Dedicate a few minutes each day to meditation or mindfulness, anchoring yourself in the present.